Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World, where we are at the beginning of yet another week and another Monday, meaning it is time for another episode of Wayne Sharp Week, highlighting the knives that are going to be in my pocket for the next 6 or 7 days. Now, with that being said, hope everyone's Monday is starting nice and good on a good note. If you're feeling it, or if you're not, do me a favor, smash the subscribe button to this channel, follow along, and I will continue to bring you the content. Now let's get into my carry for the week, and we're going to start off with the Kaiser DeLorme. This is one that I haven't carried in a little while, and I thought I'd get back to it because this is another one that is in contention for an award at the end of the year for the Wayne's Sharp World Knife of the Year Awards. This is just a really good one, guys. It's reasonably priced, premium 20 CV steel, very unique design, very smooth, drop shutty action, got that really good reach around going, and this is one of my favorites from Justin Lundquist. This is a Justin Lundquist design done through Kaiser, and I tell you what, it's shaving sharp. It is a razor, and it cuts just how it looks. So it's got a great blade, it's got a great action, got the unique design, carries well, you know, got a pretty neutral feel in hand, but still feels pretty good. Just a really cool, unique blade. So I thought I'd throw this one back in the pocket. Next up, I've got one that I haven't carried a whole lot lately. I just got it, but I carried the black blade of it, and it's time to throw the uncoated Hogue K320 in the pocket. Guys, this one is just as good as the coated version I had. Still needs a little breaking in, and maybe even a little extra KPL, but got to get this one working. Got to get it smoothed out, and I'm going to do that this week. Still, even though it's stiff, still a fun knife to fidget with. That Able lock from Hogue is absolutely fantastic. Love the milling on these, what do they call them? Lock bar studs. Lock bar studs. We'll call them lock bar studs or crossbar studs, whatever. But as you can see, they have a really good texturing to them. And I think that has a lot to do with just how easy it is to access these and initiate them quick. It works really, really well. As for this cutout on the blade, it still works really, really well. I don't know how it does, but it does, and it's very easy and a joy. And I definitely, absolutely, without a doubt, prefer this stonewash blade over the coated blade. Looks so much better, and it's a really nice stonewash too that that Hogue's put on this. So big props there. Love this blade, love this edge. Just a great profile and design all around. Got a good texture, and as you can see, they have those kind of sanded down spots where the clip would touch, whether you carry it right or left. Good to go there, and just a solid handle. Take a look here. There's not much flexing. Just a little flexing in that handle. And I tell you, even though you can see it flex a little, you don't necessarily feel it flex. You know, when you have a bug out in that grip where you can kind of feel the handle flex in, you don't feel any flexing on this. I mean, it feels solid in hand. It's one of the reasons I really like it. And I'm really going to break this knife in this week. My goal is to put some scratches on this blade and really break in this Able lock and this pivot here. And we're going to do it. As long as I don't cut myself this morning, we are going to do it with this knife, the Hogue SIG K320. Next up, we got one that I haven't had in quite a while in the pocket, but a pretty good one. This is the Custom Knife Factory MCAD Meta. This is an excellent little knife with an absolutely laser beam for a blade. Got the edge on this guy coming in at about 13 thousandths with M390 steel. And it was a knife I had a little issues with at the beginning, but Custom Knife Factory took care of me. They got me a replacement, so no issues there. We're good to go. Very easy access to the lock bar. The blade drops, and you got to be careful. This blade will bite you. It's bitten me before, but really, really good action. My biggest issue was with this flipper tab here. It kind of, the lock bar pressure would get to it, and it'd get to be difficult. No more of that. None of that whatsoever. Working really, really good for me. Pocket clip is good. Just a very nice profile all around. This is kind of a knife I've been thinking about doing a little custom work to. Maybe some, I don't know, some laser engraving, anodizing. I'm not 100% sure yet, but still thinking. But isn't that a beautiful blade shape? Very unique blade, lots of belly to work with, nice tip, not too thick, not too thin. Very, very good knife all around. Big fan of this. I hope Custom Knife Factory comes out with a few more budget options. Something, you know, they're back down by that, you know, $290 to $310 mark, which is cheap for Custom Knife Factory. It's more affordable. I wouldn't say cheap because this knife is nothing but cheap. Has a lot of good quality to it that I really do appreciate, and that's why I'm throwing it in the pocket. So we'll put that blade to work this week with the MCAD Meta. And next up, we have one of the best knives of the year, one that I really do enjoy carrying. That is the Vargo Knives VBR, produced by Rayot. And every time I put this guy back in the pocket, it seems just a little smoother. The blade is still screaming sharp. The handles still look great with that burlap micarta that Rayot uses. It's just so good. No transition line whatsoever that you feel from the bolster to the micarta scale. The lock is super solid. Good to go there. The clip, which I actually do like, the clip works very well. Goes over the hem, feels great in hand, and the ergos on this guy are really second to none. They are absolutely fantastic. This is like a comfortable XM18. I mean, it really is. It's like a contoured, comfortable XM18 in hand. I used to think the XM18 had great ergos, and the ergos are still good on an XM18. Don't get me wrong, I'm not really bashing it. But when you hold this knife in hand, it's like, it's what you want the XM18 to be. And it's so damn good. But since I have this, I don't necessarily need an XM18 because I like this knife so much. Mark Vargo really knocked this out of the park, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he has coming out down the road, because there are some stuff in the works that I think is going to be a very big hit when they do make its way into production and are going to be up for purchase, but not for a while. I don't know exactly when, but really excited to see what Mark has coming out. And if it's anything like this knife, it's going to be an absolute home run. Look at the action on this guy. Blade just shuts right closed. Looks so, so good. Blade centering is always on point with the Rayot knife. No exceptions here. Just a really, really good one. The Vargo Knives VBR. Lastly, I have got one that I've been wanting to carry for a long time, and it's kind of gotten shuffled around. It's back in the pocket this week. It's the Hobeck Knives Sumo. Hobeck Knives Sumo. This is such a good one. It's very fidgety. It doesn't have the best pocket clip in the world. That's the biggest knock everyone has on it, is the pocket clip, and I will even admit it is pretty goofy and pretty out there. But you know what? In this position right here, you really don't feel that bad at all. Don't really feel the potential hot spot that it could be, because I'll tell you, if you're holding this knife the wrong way in your hand, it can be a really bad hot spot. But you get it lined up in that crease in your hand right there, and it kind of just disappears, in all honesty. Feels absolutely great. Super slicey blade. Very surprisingly and deceivingly slicey blade. You don't see it coming with this one until you start to use it. This knife can put in some work. It's extremely great quality. Nice attention to detail. This little milled area here for flicking works absolutely great. It is a great fidget knife. The flipper works. It's not the flipper you expect it to be, but you know what? It gets the job done. These thumb studs are a little different, but once you get used to it, they work just fine. You know, there's a lot of things that come off as weird with this knife that I think throw some people off and make them leery. And the price tag's one of them too. I think this is a $550 knife. It is not cheap, but you get what you pay for, guys. And you're getting a really good knife here with the Hobeck Knives Sumo. Really happy to put this guy back in the pocket this week. So there we go. There is the lineup. Let me know what you guys think. I hope everyone else is working on their lineup and you can come up with something really good to put a little extra smile on your face with the blades this week. It's always nice to throw a new blade or just a blade you enjoy in the pocket. Helps get that week off to a good start. So there you go, guys. Here's what I have in my lineup. As always, you know I want to know what's in your lineup. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you have a great start to your week. And until the next one, I'm out.